Hi all, EryxUK back again with Gamer Update number 3. My apologies initially for the lack of videos over the last month. Basically I've been hit by a cold, hay fever, and coupled with my asthma it's made me more wheezy and made me sound like I'm fully blocked up, and I just didn't think it was worth doing vids whilst I was in that condition. Feeling much better now. So, you know, hopefully I'll be able to get some vids out because I need to do some more 40k vids. I've got a couple lined up. I just need to reread a couple of books for them. But anyway, what's happened over the last month? Club wise, on Sundays Magic has still been quite strong, although recently, over the last fortnight, HeroClix has made a resurgence with the release of the Avengers set to tie in with the film. We used to play HeroClix a lot 4 or 5 years ago. Unfortunately, the game has problems. Some of the powers that the game gives certain heroes are far too good, and it does turn people off, I find. It's just not balanced. We also used to have an American chap, great guy, you know, he's great to hang around with, but he was a very competitive player, horribly competitive, and always played Batman, because Batman is one of the most broken characters in the game. But you know, everyone's, you know, started coming back into it now, and hopefully it's going to bring some people away from Magic and maybe let us play something else for a change. Although with the new set for Magic, Avacyn Restored, I think it's called, coming out in a few weeks, this might just be a blip on the radar, you don't know. But that's quite cool, because I don't mind HeroClix if it's the right people, you know, so I managed to dig all my stuff out. 40k wise, the club is going along quite nicely. The league has had a bit of a shake-up though, because 2 of our younger players have had to drop out due to work commitments. Although in the case of one of them, I personally think it's because he only won 1 game, and we're about halfway through the league, and he's feeling a bit meh. I want to say sore lose, but I know he's not really that bad. It's just a bit of a shame, really. Because I'm always of the opinion, even if you're losing, you still stick in there and you still try and play and you still try and have fun. I suppose it just depends on your definition of fun. Otherwise, it's going quite well. I'm last place. I've only managed to draw 1 game and lose everything else, so it's not going my way. But you know, it turns out that I'm having more fun playing friendly games away from the league anyway. Which for me is even better. Yeah, I completely forgot there where my train of thought was going. Oh, that was it. Yeah, so we're just over halfway through the league now, and already a couple of the guys are planning the fantasy league that follows for the second half of the year. I gave up playing Warhammer Fantasy. I found it an absolutely dire system. I just don't like it. I can't stand the movement trays. I can't stand that style of gaming. It really does not feel tactical to me. In fact, it's just irritating. The magic system is also vastly overpowered. Some of the armies are ridiculously weak, others are ridiculously strong. But they're doing quite a cool thing. They're going to do a doubles tournament. Each player builds 1,000 points, and they are basically matched to someone on the opposite end of the scale, as it were. So if you've got like a newbie player or someone who isn't particularly good, they'll be paired with someone who's one of the top tier players, and so on and so forth, until you get the guys to sort of like roughly average, I guess. I don't know exactly how they're doing it, but they're going to run that for the end of the year, once we finish the current 40k league, because that's quite cool. Roleplay wise, okay, the Friday night game, we've only had a couple of sessions since the last video. Yeah, it's alright. My dwarf has died. Unfortunately, some bad timing on the part of my fellow adventurers led to my character bleeding out on the floor of a hallway in a castle. And I'm now playing a bard. We had this kind of running joke that the first person to die must play a halfling bard. And while I decided I can't play a halfling again, I'm playing one in my other friend's game, if you remember. So I made a human bard, and she's only played one session so far, but I'm quite enjoying her so far. Lots of so fars in there. Unfortunately, we've ended up with an extra player on that game. The owner of what was our local game store basically has kind of invited himself in, because the GM commenting that he wanted everybody to roleplay, and now the manager has turned around and gone, well, I will show them how to roleplay. Yeah. And yeah, so we've now got 7 players, and it's like, it's too much. I'm very tempted to actually pull out and just sort of like help as the GM's assistant, as it were, because 7 players is just ridiculous. I mean, 6 is too high, but 7 is just pushing it. The Sunday night game is going nicely. All our characters have actually managed to meet up again, and now we can make a point of saying, look, what are our quests, and we'll split our party appropriately. But also, we have one of our players only plays every other week, because he has, or rather he enjoys playing gigs at one or two of the local pubs, and he does that every other Sunday. So we've decided to split. The week that he turns up, my friend Jason will run his game, and on the week that he doesn't play, I will run my game, and we've got another player in the wings who's going to come in and join and take his seat, as it were, on my week. So I'm looking forward to that. This Sunday will be the first one of those. I am tempted to perhaps do one of these video blogs on how that goes. I don't know. I don't know if I can make it interesting enough for people to actually follow it, but you know, it's an idea. Other than that, what else is going on gaming wise? You may have seen that I posted a video a little while back about the 40k games table I want to do. Well, I've started painting one of the buildings. I just can't get myself motivated doing painting at the moment, though, which is really annoying because I want to get on and do it. But you know, I think not feeling very well over this last month has also contributed to that. That's pretty much it at the moment. That's my gaming in a nutshell. Still pretty good, just disappointing about the 2 players having to drop out of the 40k league. But it can't be helped, work comes first and all that. So anyway, until next time, take care and happy gaming.